Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here. And today we got the Avios Zazzy out here. And as I've already told you guys, I am going through and setting up all of my airplanes on my new radio. And today I was looking at it, and I actually had to prop off of this plane, and I couldn't find the other half of the spinner, so I got a white spinner out of my stock. I've been in this hobby long enough. I have inventory on a lot of stuff. I mean, lots of stuff. I just wish it was organized. Anyways, I got the Zazzy ready to go. I'm all set up on my transmitter. And it has the old AR636 receiver in there, which you program with your computer. So I'm hoping everything's good. Yeah. I got her all set up, and I think I'm ready to go. Let's get this thing in the air and see how it does. I see lots of guys on, Kevin and Rob and Carl. And there was a fella on, Calvin, watching from Switzerland. How about that? Let me get my hat turned around. Here we go. I might accidentally time somebody out. Hopefully it was just me. I do have, I did set it up with 125% on these throws, but I gave it a little bit of expo, so I think it'll be all right. We do have a decent amount of wind coming out of the south. I think it's probably about 12 miles an hour. We should be okay. Throttle cut off. This is flying on 4S. I got the Spectrum 3200 milliamp hour battery in there. Let's do it. She popped right up into the air. I got 35% expo dialed in to make sure I got plenty of control and it doesn't take too long to get there. She's moving pretty good. Sometimes when I pull these older airplanes out of the hangar, I can't remember what size battery they take, but this one looks like it's handling on 4S just fine. And that 125% roll rate looks pretty good. Now I cut the throttle here. We're going to bring it in stealth. Nice and easy in this wind. It's throwing it around a little bit. It does look like the gains on the AS3X are not set up. And in fact, it's been so long since I've messed with an AR636. I'm not sure I know how to do it right. I'd have to go look at some tutorials on YouTube on how to use that programmer to set up the gains, but boy, the roll is nice and straight. So I think the 3200 milliamp hour battery that I got in there has got her balanced out really nicely. Let's get I got her way up there. I was gonna do a loop. Here we go. Well, she got way off center, so let's bring it around this way. There we go. Take it up into the loop, into the wind. Much easier to do. This is an old discontinued airplane that I picked up from the RC Sailors. He flew one of these for a long time and really enjoyed it. And he happened to get a hold of another one and offered it to me. And so that's how I ended up with one. Just looking at what the landing's gonna look like. Looks like I need to set it up just a little bit. Ooh, the wind caught it there, man. I saved that. I'm glad I have all that control set up right now, because that would have been a disaster. So if I slow it down to about there, that looks like a good speed for landing. You can see it's a little bit of a cross here. A little rough on that landing, but it's down. So maybe come in at an angle here if I can get enough room. That's the challenge with the angle on an airplane that glides pretty good. is being able to get it slowed down enough to get on the ground if I come in at an angle and still clear these parking blocks. There we go. There, that looked much better. Let's see what my timer says. I'm halfway through the flight, so let's take it back up. It's not great on knife edge, but that's doing it right there. That was full rudder to hold that, almost full speed. And if you do much in the way of knife edge, you know that an airplane that's good at it, you control the knife edge with the throttle and not the speed. But if I got my speed already at full throttle and I can just barely hold it, there's not much room there for error. So this wind has been pretty crazy, but I still want to try to get this inverted. There we go. It's holding it pretty decent. I'm just worried about this turn here, so it would take it way up high. Back in the throttle as I turn back into the wind. Little, what was that, like 1.5 roll turnout. I am getting a little bit spacey on this with the wind, and this airplane likes to go pretty fast, so if you guys know anything about this particular airplane, the manual that comes with the Avios Zazzy says HSD jets on it, or HSD, which is a jet. They make the large high performance EDF jets for our hobby, and they did a nice job on this airplane. I'm struggling to make it look nice, but it flies really good. It comes with a carbon fiber prop, and really goes together easy. I was really impressed with how nice it went together, and the foam is a really high dense. They call it like a white core or something like that. So and there's my timer coming down. I'll make sure I clear those trees and get turned around before I get close to the lamp. So it's telling me it's time to land. I'm sure that the battery is still decent, but we'll bring it around for the landing anyways, just so that the flight's not super long on the video. You can see how beautiful the sky is today. Setting it up into the wind here. A little bit fast. We'll take it back around. There we go, slowing it down. Got the wing straight into the wind. Coming at me a little bit. Flared it just at the end there, and you can see the wind trying to lift that wing. As I was giving it some up elevator, I don't know if I'm going to get it turned. Come on around. There we go. That's the Avios Zazzy, and you guys see I got a little piece of tape up there on the front of the canopy. That's just holding some artwork on that I didn't want to lose. Part of it was flapping in the wind when I taxied it around when I first got here. So all right guys, super happy to be out here even though it's a little windy. It is a beautiful day here in Marysville, Ohio. And I appreciate all your guys' support, and thanks for watching the video. Big thank you to the Lord for a beautiful day. And until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here. Thanks, Kevin.